This is a matchup we've been waiting for. Conference rivals who don't like each other very much, and heightened intensity here because both teams come in ranked in the top 10. Welcome to Baton Rouge, Louisiana, and LSU Death Valley, home of the Bayou Bengals. We'll see the number 4 team in the country, the Texas A&M Aggies, taking on the 10th-ranked team, the LSU Tigers. For Sports, I'm Chris Fowler, joined in the booth by Kirk Hermstreet. Kirk, let's get this thing going. And the Aggies will kick it away to get this game going. Turner trying to create good field position. He tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. The Tigers offense trots out there to open this game. Here we go. You can feel the juice in this building. What a privilege, Kirk, to be part of this rivalry game.
Well, there's nothing like rivalry games. You know, no matter what you've done all year, you get your opportunity to win this game today, and it can change everything.
Back to throw. It's Nussmeier. Caught by the receiver. They bring him down quickly. A short pitch and catch. Get a little bit closer to the marker.
Well, they don't pick up the first down here, but if you can use the quick passing game to stay ahead of the chains, it definitely helps your offense. And if that defense starts to creep up and take that away, that's when you can take a shot downfield.
That completion makes it second and medium. From the shotgun, handoff inside. They tackle him at the 38. Solid gain. Nice play there.
Chris, I know we think about LSU. We go back to 2019. Joe Burrow, Jamar Chase, Justin Jefferson. That dynamic offense. But at the end of the day, it's still LSU. It's still the SEC. And ground and pound is something they will never move away from. Great job here, and move the sticks.
On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Caught near the sideline, but just a short gain. And he's shoved out of bounds with the defense short of the first down marker.
The key here, Chris, is the timing by the quarterback. The fact he got the ball out quickly gave his receiver a chance. One more hitch or a slight hesitation, and that's an incompletion or an interception.
Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. Finds that big tight end for a short pass. Brought down after a short gain. That's not going to be first down yardage.
That's what makes this tight end so dangerous. You can flex him out into that slot position. He shows you his versatility. He can be an inline guy that can block, but here he shows you what he can do with his hands.
3rd down play here out of the shotgun. Lets it go quickly. He's got it with room to run.
Well, it's 3rd down. The defense knows he's going to get the ball. You still can't stop the quarterback finding this receiver to be able to pick up another first down for this offense.
This LSU offense is moving quickly down the field. Ramp down the middle. It's Anderson.
This defense has got to be aware of these quick throws to these wide receivers. They're lucky he didn't come up with more yards.
Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. Now it's 2nd down here. Quarterback still with the football. They bring him down at the 16, but they move the football into the red zone. First down.
But that's what he likes to do. He knows he's a weapon out there, not just with his arm, but when he can pull it down on an option like this and pick up a big chunk of yards, it can leave any defense with their head spinning.
LSU getting set with a 1st and 10 now. And the back gets the football. Going absolutely nowhere. That'll be a loss on the play.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
The first real speed bump of this impressive drive. Offense comes up now 2nd and 11. Caught behind the line. It's Hill. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play.
see more and more offenses in college football going to 3 receivers, and the slot receiver a lot of times can become the go-to guy. He gets mismatches against either safeties, a nickelback, or a linebacker walked out, and you can take advantage of it.
Play fake, looking to throw. Launching one to the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Tigers.
You talk about the right way to get a game started. This offense put together a nice scheme. They felt comfortable with the script, and they moved the ball all the way down the field. 10 plays, and they get a touchdown. If you're the defensive coordinator, you're back to the drawing board trying to figure this out.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. And the PAT makes it 7-0. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. He's tackled at the 21. That's when the drive will start. So the Texas A&M Aggies offense makes their way onto the field for their first possession. It's a group that's really led by the big fellas up front. Offensive line that can maul you. They really are the personality of this team. Can they impose that today again, Kirk?
Well, some people will go out and recruit quarterbacks and receivers, try to win the game out on the perimeter. These guys love to be able to develop offensive linemen, and it's paid off. They can run the football, they get behind those big boys up front, and they dominate people. Cannot wait to see, can this defense load up physically and hold up against this offensive line?
Just underway, and this home crowd is fired up and ready to make a difference today. Hand off to the single back. He's got the first down and still motoring. Tackled, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs.
Nice first down here by Texas A&M. The offensive line gets a hat on a hat, gets a good push, and once again, you see the history and tradition of Texas A&M with a great back.
First down here for this offense. And the tailback's got it again. It's a 2-yard gain. 2nd and 8 coming up.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Looking to pass. It's Reed. Makes the catch downfield. They get him down, but a big gainer to the 42.
Now that's zone coverage there, and the receiver does a nice job of sitting in that soft spot on the curl route. And what I love is he's not just going to go down. He picks more yards up after the catch, now that the quarterback delivered a strike to help move the chains.
The Aggies are moving quickly down the field. An inside give now from the shotgun.
Nice job here of controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on first down.
Second down after that run on the previous play. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. As the first down is still going. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. It makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
And the sophomore, a little bit too much air under that throw. The intensity, Kirk, already evident this kind of rivalry game. Look, you played one of the biggest rivalries there is in Ohio State, Michigan. What was different about that?
Yeah, I think the emotions are flying around early. I think the team that's able to get down and just kind of settle in and play football is the team that jumps out to an early advantage. I always talk to Nick Saban about it. He's been in so many big rivalries as a coach. And he says, what am I supposed to do? Get them more fired up when we play against an Auburn versus playing against a Mississippi State? No, we're going to be the same team every single time we go out. Kind of control those emotions is the team that's going to end up winning.
It's early, but this crowd is fired up. Listen to this noise here. This is going to be tough for the visitors. Taking a shot deep toward the end zone. And he makes the catch. Touchdown, Aggies.
Well, that's a thing of beauty right there. Good job all around. Offensive line gave the quarterback enough time. Quarterback puts it right on the money. And with this receiver running a route like this, makes it pretty simple. All you had to do was get his head turned around, catch that football. He's already in the end zone for the touchdown.
Kicking team out for the PAT try. And he knocks it right through. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. And here comes that LSU offense back onto the field. The passing game was so effective in the last possession. Right down for a touchdown. We'll see if the defense can make adjustments. Fights off a defender.
Boy, it seems like a screen pass is either feast or famine. You either completely fool the defense and you got a lot of room to run behind a convoy of blockers, or there's just nowhere to go and the play gets blown up as we see here.
Getting set. Here's second down. Dropping back. It's Nussmeier. Pass rush closing in. Oh, down he goes. It's a sack.
Well, I love this defense and how they're playing some man coverage. And let's face it, when you do that, it's a bit risky. You can leave your defensive backs out there on islands, but the good combination of good coverage with a good pressure on the quarterback, and you come up with sacks like this.
So here comes third and long, trying to overcome that sack. This is going to be really difficult. Looking to throw it on third and very long. That's reeled in. It's Anderson.
On third downs like this, you can only allow completions in front of you as long as you can protect the sticks. And that's what the defense did here. They knew where the sticks were, and they're able to make the tackle short of the line.
The punt team making their way on the field. And the coverage team makes the stop on this return. Here comes the Texas A&M offense back on the field. Great possession last time. They punch it into the end zone. Can the defense come up with a stop this time? Takes the ball and heads to the left side. And he runs out of bounds. That's a big gainer there.
Well, good push up front here in this back. I tell you, he's got some outstanding vision to be able to find those creases to be able to get positive yards, and here he gets the first down.
First and 10 now for the offense. Trying the old counter play here. Spins away from defenders. And the broken tackle there produces a solid gain.
Setting the tone early with good runs like this can really wear defense down and keep the defense guessing. That's why some of the best coaches of all time have primarily done it with great run games.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Looking to throw. It's Reed. Finds an open target on the left side. They make the tackle, but that's an excellent gain. Moves the ball to the 33.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
Texas A&M getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Catch made along the sideline, but he's short of the sticks. Finally out of bounds after a solid gain, but there is a flag on the field. So let's check this out. Well, the lineman a little too far downfield, like a sheep wandering away from the flock, and that's a costly penalty. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Short connection to the tight end here. Oh, and he heads out of bounds after a really nice gain there.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback. Then he gets it down to the tight end. You can see what he can do after the catch.
Texas A&M has moved into the red zone now. Runner takes the toss, runs to his left.
How about the defense here? They just kind of strung that play out, took away any real estate at all, pushed him out of bounds for a loss.
The first real speed bump of this impressive drive. Offense comes up now 2nd and 11. And the same runner's got it again. They tackle him, but a solid gain down to around the 5-yard line.
Just what a great battle here at the line of scrimmage. Good push by the offensive line, and the back does enough to be able to pick up the first down.
And the Aggies will line up now. It's 1st and goal. To throw, it's Reed. Looking for 6. And he's got it. Touchdown, Texas A&M.
Chris, remember in college football, it's just 1 foot down to be able to count for a touchdown. Does a great job towards the back line there. Doesn't go out of bounds. Goes up into the air and gets that 1 foot down. That's good. That's a score.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. PAT makes it a 7-point lead. And a player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check him out. Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And he takes this from inside the 5. That Bayou Bengals offense is back out on the field. They're coming off a 3-and-out, looking to produce a positive drive here. First play of the drive, they're going to throw the football. Oh, the pass rush gets home.
Chris, that is textbook by this defense in man-to-man coverage. Nowhere to go for this quarterback. He's looking around everywhere to find an open man. By the time he figures it out, it's a sack for the defense.
Tough position here. 2nd and long from their 11. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. Short pass finds the tight end. They bring him down after a short gain there.
Again, this is a really nice job here by the defense, keeping everything in front of them in that situation. Now they're rewarded with this 3rd and long. We'll see if they do the same thing here, or they're going to sell out and bring the pressure.
Now in 3rd and very long, looking to throw. Looking for a man deep on the right side. Pass falls incomplete on the deep shot, but there is a penalty marker down. Let's check it out.
Pass interference, defense.
15-yard defensive pass interference. That player will get an earful on the sidelines. Back to throw. It's Nussmeier. Oh, they trap him for a sack.
That's the third sack now, and we're not even to halftime. The offense is losing. They're getting whipped up front at the line of scrimmage. The offensive coordinator better make some adjustments, or this thing could snowball.
After a first down loss, it's 2nd and long from the 23. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. Slams right into a wall. They've got him for a loss.
Man, every defensive coordinator will tell you, I just want my guys to play fast. And how about that one right there? He almost ends up tackling the quarterback as he's handing the ball off. This offense is lucky they didn't end up fumbling.
Offense looking to keep the drive alive. It's 3rd down. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Looking deep to the right side. Can't hold on. Good defensive play. Brings up a 4th down.
What a hit there on 3rd down. The timing was perfect, and now we got a big 4th down play.
And the punt team makes its way onto the field. Looking to kick it away for the 2nd time. No fair catch. Looking to make a return here. They finally get him down, but that's a solid return. Good work by the return man. And the Texas A&M offense heads back out onto the field. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Quarterback finds an open target on the left side. Defense drops him for a loss. Tougher 2nd down on the way.
The defense, great job. They win this battle. Trying to contain the tight end in the passing game can be very difficult in today's game. But they did it in a big way there.
Offense getting set. 2nd down play here. To throw, it's Reed. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Tackled quickly after the catch. He'll be short of the marker.
You know, not a lot of room there for the quarterback to operate, but he shows you the accuracy to be able to make that throw and get some yards.
Critical 3rd down play for this offense right here. Dropping back. We're going to throw for the 1st down. Here's a screen pass to the running back. He shreds the tackle. That's a solid gain. Moves the ball into enemy territory. 1st down now at the 40.
Boy, this is great execution here on this screenplay to the running back to pick up big yards in a 1st down. And I think in the process, Chris, they send a message to the defense. You can rush our quarterback all you want, but when you do, you better be careful because we're going to throw the screen on you.
Texas A&M getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Looking to throw yet again. Caught in the backfield. It's Moss. They finally make the tackle, but he gets all the way to the 14.
Well, that was a beautifully executed screen right here by this offense. They let the rushers get upfield, completely oblivious that the blockers are getting out in front and getting downfield, put the ball right on the back, and let him have all that space and an escort in front of him to pick up big yards.
And the quarterback keeps it on the option. Looking for the end zone, has a lane, and he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Aggies.
And I love to watch the execution of this option play. Right now, the defense has no idea if this quarterback's going to pull it or if he's going to give it. Here he pulls it himself, finds yards, and comes up with a touchdown.
They're set now to try the PAT. PAT is good. They're pulling ahead now, 21-7. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. They'll return it from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. Here's the first play of the drive now. They begin at the 19. Looking downfield, it's Nussmeier. Fires it to the wideout. Catch made down the left side, an explosive play. Heads out of bounds after a solid game.
Chris, is it possible to be DBU and wide receiver U at the same time? I think the LSU fans think it's possible. They always seem to have great defensive backs, and they always have pass catchers that just show up and show out week after week, year after year.
Handoff in a single back formation. He's got the 40. Finding some room at the 25. And he could not be stopped. Touchdown, LSU.
What a long run for the touchdown. I don't know if this defense was caught sleeping or walking in mud. I can't pick which one. Maybe it's both, because the running back just went right by them so easily for the big gain and a big-time score.
Kicking team on now for the extra point. The extra point is good. They're down by a touchdown, 21-14. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. He's going to return it from near the goal line. Stopping at the 22. That's pretty solid coverage there. Offense out for the first play of the drive, beginning at the 22. First down, looking to throw the ball. He escapes the pocket. Picks up the first, and it's still going. Tackle after a solid gain. It's enough for a first down, and that should wrap up the first quarter of play. Through the first quarter, both quarterbacks have been lighting it up, as the stats reflect. We'll see if they can keep the production up heading into the second period. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. Looking for some space. It's Moss. The junior able to bring him down quickly.
Nice solid run here by this back. Did a nice job of just kind of finding that lane, pick up some positive yards there on 1st and 10.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Back to pass. It's Reed. Quick throw over the middle. The sure hands. It's Concepcion. Muscles past the defender. And he gets in for the score. Touchdown, Texas A&M.
That's exactly what this offense needed to do. A quick strike to be able to climb back into this football game. Now can the defense do their job and get a stop and give this hot offense the football back?
So they'll try to add to the lead now with a PAT. The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more.
That makes the score. Texas A&M 28, LSU 14.
Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And here's the return from inside the 5. And they stop him at the 23. That's solid coverage. Okay, so here comes the LSU offense back on the field. They were able to punch it in the end zone last time. Looking to do the same thing here to see if the defense can make adjustments. Pulls it in. It's Anderson. Now here he goes. At the 20. At the 10. Touchdown, LSU. No chance to catch him there. Simple throw, all the yards after the catch. Explosive play by the receiver to score.
Just a dynamic, athletic playmaker. As simple as you said, Chris, just throw him the football, he makes a catch, and then all the fireworks are after the catch, and this defense just unable to corral him.
And now here comes the point after attempt. And the point after gets them within a touchdown, 28-21. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. Bringing it out, it's Owens. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. And here comes the Aggies offense back on the field. Each offense has been clicking, scoring touchdowns in their last possessions. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
How about the timing here by the defense to shoot that gap? As an offensive lineman, you have to anticipate that, close that gap off. Otherwise, it could be a long day.
Quickly behind the sticks here after the loss. 2nd down and 11. Looking for a gap. It's Moss. And they'll stop him after a fairly minimal pickup.
Chris, I know it's not a huge gain. You didn't pick up the first down, but it's still early in this game. Never abort this running game. You keep working. It's kind of like a body blow in a boxing match. Keep wearing the defense down, and eventually you can hit a big one.
Well, a serious challenge for this offense. You don't want to be in 3rd and long inside your own 20. How much of a risk will they take to try to pick up this first down? Finds his man. It's Concepcion. Solid gain there. Moves the ball out to the 32. That'll put him over 150 yards today, Kirk. He is putting on a show on this big stage.
How great is this? On this stage, as you mentioned, Chris, just playing his best game. He's been in sync with his receivers. Back there, has time to throw. Just having a dream performance.
That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play. Brings up 2nd down.
I'm not sure the quarterback makes the right decision on this one. I think if he'd do it over again, he would have found a different target downfield. But he made his decision. That one's incomplete.
Offense lines up for a 2nd down play off the incompletion. Scanning the field. It's Reed. Receiver makes the grab.
The slant is a great way to get the ball to your receiver against man coverage, especially if you feel like you've got an advantage on the matchup. Easy throw and completion for the quarterback and receiver.
The offense now looking at a 3rd and short from their own 40, trying to keep this drive going. Can he get there on the ground? He'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage.
Boy, Chris, you cannot overstate how big of a conversion this was to be able to pick this up on the ground. Yeah, the offense still has the lead, but you can just feel the defense having all the momentum with the points they've been able to compile. And that run right there picks up the 1st down and can kind of settle things down a bit.
On 1st down, why not keep it on the ground?
Hey, it's a great job of this defense containing the running game. But if I'm calling the plays, I'm not abandoning the running game just yet. I think it's important to have some sense of balance. So throwing and running is essential. Stick with it.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. Grab behind the line. It's Moss. And they bring him down. Blocker has not much help on the screen there. He's short of the 1st down.
Good time here to drop this screen in by the offensive coordinator. And a nice job by the running back being able to pick up some positive yards here on this play.
3rd down and 3. Trying to make it 3 consecutive 3rd down conversions. Looking to pick up the 1st down through the air. Just gets it away. It's a deep ball. And it's incomplete. They let it fly on 3rd down, but now it brings up fourth.
Man, on your own side of the field, you're playing a risky game here. 3rd and short. Your goal should just be keep this drive alive the best way you can sometimes is just hand the ball off to your running back and have him get behind that offensive line and go to work. Curious to see what they do now here on this 4th and short.
And no chance for a return as the punch sails out of bounds. And here comes that LSU offense back onto the field. Last time out, a one-play touchdown drive through the air. Can he keep it going here? And it's incomplete. The defender arrived the same time as the football. And now it's 2nd down.
Chris, I thought he had his hands on that football. I thought he was going to come down with it. But give the defense all the credit with a big hit to knock that ball loose.
That incompletion makes it 2nd and 10 from the 26. To throw, it's Nussmeier. And this one is caught. They tackle him at the 38. Solid gain. Nice play there.
Well, the receiver does all the work here. Man, that is easy living for this quarterback. Really good footwork by the receiver. Gets the separation. And at that point, it's just pitch and catch for the quarterback.
Big guys up front lined up. It's 1st down. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Over the middle, it's Brown. He'll be taken down, but he crosses midfield to the 48.
Well, it's great to see this quarterback from LSU make that throw and put it right on the money to pick up that 1st down. And I think that's the big thing that LSU fans want to see is consistency from the quarterback position. There have been moments where you've seen that. There have been other moments where they've been asking for more out of their quarterback. So you had the Burrow moment in 2019 that was historic, one of the best we've ever seen in the sport. And now you want to see throws like this. It'd be a great compliment to that running game. And then you become a complete package and a real threat in the SEC.
Important 2nd down play coming up. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. Here's a throw underneath to the tight end. And he's brought down, but not before he gets 1st down yardage.
Good job of reading the blitz here by the quarterback. It doesn't matter where it's coming from. The tight end knows that they've become a big part of the passing game because they should be an outlet. Anytime you see that kind of pressure, those extra bodies are starting to come after the quarterback. Quarterback's going to turn and get the ball out of his hands quickly, this time to the tight end for the 1st down.
Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up 2nd down. Grab down the middle. It's Anderson. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion.
The slant may look like an easy play to defend, but it can be really tough, especially against man coverage, without any help to the inside. If you're the offense and you continue to see that man coverage, they might as well just keep attacking just like that.
Looking to throw it again. Fires it to the wideout. Catch made on the right side. That's a big gain. He's brought down after 6. The offense will have 1st and goal right there.
And you just continue to see the chemistry between these two. And they told us yesterday in our production meeting, they spent hours and hours of working and developing that chemistry and that rhythm by throwing together throughout those summer months. And, man, it's starting to really pay off. He's become his security blanket for the quarterback, and especially on 3rd down, get him the ball.
1st and goal, handoff. And he goes nowhere. Stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
So off the loss, it's 2nd and goal from the 8. Trying for the end zone, running it right up the gut. Stopped right there at the line. No gain.
Well, they get stopped here on 2nd down. It's going to bring up a 3rd and goal situation. And from this far back out, wouldn't be surprised to see them go through the air. Just don't want the quarterback to take a sack here. Make sure he gets the ball out of his hands quickly.
Offense moving backwards here, a long way from the goal line now. 3rd and goal. Looking to throw the ball. Looking to the end zone. Oh, and he dropped it. He could not hang on for a touchdown. My goodness.
Boy, what was the quarterback thinking here? You're inside the 10-yard line. You got a chance to put points up on the board. You can't just randomly throw the ball into coverage like this.
So on fourth down, the decision is to trot out the field goal team. And it's good, right down the middle.
Well, they almost put a touchdown on the board, but instead they come away with 3 points.
On the drive, and now the kickoff team will boot it away. Returner looking to make a play here. Returner brought down, sets up the next drive. And here comes the Texas A&M offense back on the field. Trying to build on their lead. They were forced to punt on the last possession. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. They stop him right at the 24.
Love those positive yards on 1st and 10, and it's not quite a first down. Looks like it'll bring 2nd and inches, but sure does open up the playbook here to be able to open up, maybe take a shot downfield.
Come to the line for 2nd down and very short now. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside handoff. Looks like Texas A&M will have the first down.
Boy, when this back has room to run, he really can hurt you with his speed and ability to accelerate upfield to pick up a first down. Think about A&M backs over the years. They have been spoiled. Some great backs, most recently, Devon A-Chain and Isaiah Spiller. But even going back, people forget Dante Hall when he wore that Texas A&M unit.
Ball handed off. We'll try to run inside, but nowhere to go.
The defense made a good play there, but needs to string along more stops like that against this running back if they want to be able to win this game. The run game has looked good in the first half, but maybe that won't be the case from now on.
2nd down play coming up for this offense. Scanning the field. It's Reed. And he's going to take a shot down the left side. The catch is made for a huge pickup.
Boy, this defense looks like they are confused, and they should be. This wide receiver is putting on a clinic here in the first half. He sees blood in the water right now, and he's got over 100 yards in the first half already.
This Texas A&M offense is moving quickly down the field. Here comes a first down pass attempt. The pocket breaking down. Short throw complete to the tight end. And he runs out of bounds. That's a big gainer there.
Yeah, you know this defense has got to be frustrated after giving them multiple conversions now on first downs. There's another one. But for the offense, man, they're just playing very efficiently right now.
Texas A&M getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Deep shot toward the end zone. Oh, and it's incomplete. He flat out dropped what would have been a touchdown. 2nd down coming up now.
Boy, he just missed another one, Chris. That would have been touchdown number 4 for
Alexa, what's the high temperature?
What a performance we've seen from this guy today, and he's not done yet.
2nd and 10 here. Ball handed off. Able to fight for a decent gain here in that running play.
Chris, it's the consistency of this back is giving this defense fits. They've got to come up with some changes up front. This guy's already over 50 yards, and if he keeps running the way he is, not only is he having a great day, but it's going to give this quarterback a chance to hit some big plays downfield off play action.
Here's the snap, looking to throw here. Looks to the left, and it's complete. They bring him down, but the game sets up the offense 1st and goal from the 10.
What a great route here by this tight end on 3rd down, and the quarterback does a smart thing by looking for the big fella. Who's your best friend on 3rd down? Of course, the tight end, and now we've got 1st and goal.
The Aggies hoping to punch it in here. They have 1st and goal. They'll try to run it in on 1st and goal. And the freshman brings him down quickly. offense facing second and goal. Looking for a gap. It's Moss. Touchdown, Aggies. This offense really clicking. They were backed up to start the drive, but some bold play calling, great execution, and they reached the end zone.
You know, it's easy to just kind of pull your horns in and get conservative when you're pushed way back close to your own goal line, but not this offense. They came out, showed the confidence that they have in their quarterback, and it paid off. Nice touchdown.
Try to add to the lead now with the PAT. And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead.
That makes the score. Texas A&M 35, LSU 24.
He's got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. Fielded in the end zone. It's Thomas. Solid job by the coverage team. They bring him down at the 16. And that Bayou Bengals offense is back out on the field. They've had to settle for field goals. That won't work anymore. They got to find the end zone this time. Minimum gain brought down short of the marker.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game. Held them just at 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at 2nd and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
Dropping back, it's Nussmeier. Caught by the back behind the line of scrimmage. An effective play, good for a first down at the 35.
Defense kind of lost the running back here. Makes a nice catch and gets the first down in the process.
Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. From the shotgun, drops back. Swarmed by the pass rush. A sack.
I can't believe the amount of pressure this defense is getting on this quarterback. Sack after sack. Well, you got to think about changing things up. The snap count, the scheme, anything at all to help this offensive line. They're overmatched so far in this game.
This pass rush has been a problem. Another sack sets up 2nd and long. There's the snap. He's looking to throw. Caught over the middle. It's Brown. The tackle is made very near midfield. Good enough for a first down. It's the 2-minute timeout. This offense running out of time to cut into this lead before the break. LSU getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. Send the back in motion. And looking to throw now on first down. With the catch, it's Anderson. And the gain just good enough for a first down. That last catch, Kirk, puts him over 150 receiving yards in the game. Let's start checking the record books. This guy's making a push.
Yeah, it really doesn't matter what the defensive coordinator calls, whether they play man, whether they play zone. The quarterback has been able to find this guy all day long for such a huge day.
Breaks free. And he will be stuffed for no gain.
I can see what the quarterback's trying to do here, Chris, and he gets the completion, but just no gain. There's just no room to go after the catch.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive. To the air, it's Nussmeier. Tries the right with a quick throw. Oh, and he dropped it. You do not see that very often from this guy. It's going to bring up 3rd down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is that's a pass you got to have to come up with and make a catch.
So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. 3rd and long. Dropping back. They're going to throw for the first down. Grab down the middle. It's Sharp. They make the stop, but good enough for a first down at the 29.
What a clutch clutch play here by this offense to convert on third down. I know it's still early in this game, but the fact that they've dug themselves a hole to convert there and keep this drive alive, they got a new set of downs and a chance to dig into this lead.
First down, looking to throw the football. Looking for his big tight end. Makes the catch downfield. Touchdown, Tigers. This offense cannot be stopped.
Oh, what a play. Man, this defense, they better watch out for this tight end today. It's proven right there how easily he can slip behind and get lost in coverage. And if that happens, this quarterback's going to find him and make you pay.
Now the try here for the extra point. And the extra point gets it within 4, 35-31. So the offense gets momentum scoring before halftime. Now the kickoff. We'll see if the defense can get his top and preserve that momentum. Return starts from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. So they'll start this drive here with less than a minute remaining on the first half clock. Dropping back, it's Reed. That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play, brings up second down.
What a hit there by the defender. Tough for the receiver to hold on to the football when he has that kind of contact. Good, clean play by the defense.
So second down after the incompletion. And it looks like the quarterback's going to run it. A quick juke to get free. He's in the clear. Inside the 40. At the 20. At the 10. Refusing to be brought down. Touchdown, Texas A&M.
Oh, man, it's plays like this that make the defensive coordinator want to throw his headset. Or controller. I mean, he gets carved up on the ground by the quarterback is definitely frustrating. What a great job by the quarterback seeing the opportunity to not just pick up a big gain here, but take it in for 6 himself.
See if they can convert the point after. PAT is good, so the lead now is 11. So after the touchdown, here's the kickoff, and we'll see if the opposing offense has time to answer before halftime. Fields it just outside the goal line. And he stopped at the 20. Tried to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. So here we go. The first play of the drive. Less than a minute to play before halftime. Looking to throw it on first down. And now the ball comes out. A disastrous play from the start. The ball bounces out of bounds. That's a break for the offense. They'll lose yardage, but keep possession.
Boy, this defense is having a game. So much pressure, so many sacks already, and we're not even to halftime. The offense better do a better job of protecting, and I think the offensive coordinator needs to make some adjustments in his pass pro to give this quarterback a chance.
Caught over the middle. It's Anderson. And now a timeout quickly called by the defense as they try to get everybody on the same page here.
Boy, they love going to this guy in the slot, don't they? What a mismatch inside. He reels in another one. This guy's automatic.
Dropping back, it's Nussmeier. Pulls it in, it's Anderson.
He steps out of bounds at the 26-yard line. Coming up, fourth down.
And here comes the punter onto the field.
On to punt it away.
This one will be fair caught. So here comes the first play of the drive. Can they do something in the final 30 seconds of the half? On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Makes a quick grab. They bring him down at the 44. That's a solid gain, getting closer to midfield now. So a timeout is called to talk strategy. Maybe time for one or two more plays before halftime. So the offense takes the field in the final seconds of the half. Chance for just a couple more plays. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. And he dumps it off to the tight end. Timeout is called to talk strategy. Time for just one or two plays here before halftime. One more play before they head to the locker room. QB keeper all the way. And the defense able to bring him down, and that should just about do it for this first half of play. Miller's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update.
Guys, rivalry games always bring out a ton of emotions, and they were on full display in that first half. And this has just been a passing clinic, really, by both offenses. They've effectively stretched these defenses, forcing the secondaries to cover every blade of grass, and they've still racked up big plays. Man or zone, pick your poison, or lay some blame at the feet of those pass rushers who can't do anything against the maulers on that offensive line. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how this rivalry matchup plays out.
And they'll kick it away now to get this third quarter underway. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. And he's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. Here comes the Texas A&M offense back on the field. An effective running game is why they're on top. Let's see if the defense can find a way to stop that. The receiver makes the catch. They make the tackle, but that pass creates a solid gain.
Love the timing here between the quarterback and his receiver. Pick up some positive yards, and I continue to be impressed with just the chemistry between these two.
Pass complete. It's 2nd down now. Off the RPO, caught to the right. Looks like Texas A&M will have the first down. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. Quarterback keeps the football. Picks up 2, so it's 2nd and 8.
There's great discipline by this defense. Assignment football at its finest. They're able to string the quarterback out, shut him down to prevent the first down.
Offense getting set up. Here's 2nd down. On the run, it's Moss. Tried to bounce him and couldn't get the quarter to stop him for a loss.
Maybe this stop is an indicator of what's to come for this defense. The offense, frankly, has been able to enforce their will in the first half, but maybe things are starting to change.
They're backed up here trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. To the air, it's Reed. Looking deep downfield to the left. He's got it down the left sideline for a huge gain. They make the stop, but it's a big gain down to the 29.
Boy, this offensive line, you got to tip your cap. They've done everything you would ask of them in taking care of this quarterback. They do it again here on 3rd down, working with that lead. You know the pressure's coming, and they deliver.
And the Aggies pick up first down yardage to keep the drive going. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. Makes the grab. It's Moss. He's brought down quickly. A short gain gets them a few yards closer to the marker.
One thing I love about this back is how he gets involved in the passing game. Nice catch here.
The completion sets up a 2nd down play. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. It's a nice wrap-up there by the junior.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Trying to get rid for the sneak. Defense stuffs him right there. No gain. Fourth down coming up.
Well, that's the right call here by the offensive coordinator. Keep it simple. Just go right behind your line, but no push at all. The defense completely stops him there at the line of scrimmage.
The decision is not to go for it on fourth down. Here comes the field goal team. He got it. The field goal's good. And that will extend their lead even further.
Chris, they get the 3 points, but looking back at it, 4th and inches. Pretty conservative call there. I really thought they would have gone for it.
So after coming away with 3 in that drive, the kickoff team is out. And he takes this from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 20. Tried to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. Okay, so here comes the LSU offense back on the field. Looking to throw. It's Nussmeier. Defense is coming after him. He cannot escape. It's a sack.
And just like that, you squeeze the life out of this offense. That's another sack by this defense. They have been in that backfield the entire game, and a big reason why these guys are enjoying a lead.
So behind the 6, 2nd and long from their 14. They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. Grab down the middle. It's Anderson. Tackle made after a big gain. And Kirk Duck puts him over 150 yards today. He's just putting on a huge show on a big stage.
Yeah, every time he seems to get his hands on the football, he's making big plays. They have built their offense around his playmaking ability, and it's paid off today.
Nice grab. It's Anderson. And he's brought down, but he does have enough for the first down.
Well, Chris, with this style of RPO, the quarterback has to do a really good job of staying on that ride with the running back to make sure that the defense is really up against the run before he can pull it out and throw the football. Here, it's a little further downfield, but the same result as far as the potential and the big gain coming off of an RPO.
Second down after that run on the previous play. And the quarterback drops back looking for an open man. With the catch, it's Brown. They stop him at the 23. This offense is getting close to the red zone.
The defense spreads all over the field playing zone, trying to make this quarterback make a mistake by throwing it into coverage. But he finds the soft spot on the curl and picks up a first down.
LSU getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Quarterback pulls the ball. It's a keeper. And it'll be smothered right at the line for no gain.
Boy, how about this defense? Just so physical against the run. These guys have not been able to do anything on the ground, and it's because of that defensive line and those linebackers taking away the run game.
This is the 6th play on the drive. Back to pass. It's Nussmeier. He's running out of time here. Oh, down he goes. It's a sack.
Well, that takes the wind right out of your sails. This offense is trying to find a way to get back into this game, and another pressure and a sack against their quarterback.
So here comes 3rd and long. Giving up that sack has made this a real challenge for the offense. Looking downfield near the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, LSU.
Boy, an easy throw, an easy read, and an easy catch for the touchdown. I thought the receiver might have to call a fair catch. He was so open.
Lining up to try the extra point.
Is on for the extra point.
PAT is good. They still trail, though. Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. They'll return it from inside the 5. He's got some daylight turning on the speed. And he finally steps out, but not before an excellent return to set up the offense. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. A short completion to the tight end.
That's the thing with this guy. You've got the ability to flex him out. He shows his versatility and what he can do from that slot position. He could be the quarterback's safety blanket.
The completion makes it 2nd down. Looking downfield, it's Reed. Taking a deep shot here to the right. And the pass is dropped incomplete with it. Had a huge gain. Took his eye off the ball.
Well, this time he misses his intended target, but this receiver has been a key today. They want to try to just keep feeding him.
What will the call be on 3rd and long now from the 44?
No, I said
Dropping back, we're going to throw for the 1st down. Out by the receiver. And he's tackled just short of that 1st down marker. Good job by the defense.
Well, they're going to come up short of the sticks here, and we got a tough decision at this point in the football game for the head coach. What will they do now on 4th down?
The Aggies will send their punt team onto the field. And he'll kick it away now for the 2nd time. And he gets it away, a directional kick with pretty good distance. Met will bounce and go out of bounds inside the 10. Great punt to pin the offense back. Off the play fake on 1st down. He'll be sacked back after one, narrowly avoiding a safety.
This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle the pressure of this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of, Chris, get this, 7 sacks in this game so far.
So this offense faces a 2nd and 15. The O-line needs to regroup. QB decides to keep it here. Slides down to avoid the tackle.
Well, if there's a silver lining for the defense, at least this quarterback didn't get out and gash him for a 1st down. But now they've got options coming up here. I wouldn't be surprised to see if they go back to him again.
That run sets up a critical 3rd down play. Looking to pass. It's Nussmeier. Caught over the middle. It's Anderson. Tackle made out of the 24-yard line. Nice play.
This is a big conversion by this offense. They're down now in the 2nd half. Probably limited opportunities at this point in the game. Every chance you get your hands on the ball, you need points. They keep this drive alive right here.
LSU getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. Looking deep down the left side. Catch made way down to the 25. Finally tackled down at the 19, and just like that, the offense has moved into the red zone.
Now the quarterback found a matchup that he loved, gets a big gain with a nice throw, and now they're down in the red zone looking for some points.
This offense showing their explosive ability. One huge play, and they're set up in the red zone. From inside the red zone, they're looking to throw. Touchdown, LSU. Still no answer for this offense.
Well, another touchdown pass for this quarterback. Multiple scores on the day. He is in total control of this offense right now, and the defense just doesn't have an answer.
Here's the point after attempt.
Kicker on for the extra point.
The PAT is up and good, so we're tied up here in the third quarter.
Please do. How was your shot?
So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there and booted away.
Stupid. I wish Dad would have told me earlier.
He's going to return it from near the goal
Because
line.
200 million people have asked me to do something. I'm sorry.
And the Texas A&M offense heads back out on the field. They were held to a quick 3-and-out last time, looking to put
Austin wants
together a
me out
positive
on
drive.
Saturday. Mom wants to go.
And it's incomplete. The defender arrived at the same time as the football. And now it's second down.
What did you guys do? Amy? I really want to go to this.
They'll hand it off. Going absolutely nowhere. That'll be a loss on the play.
Chris, that play just didn't have much of a chance at all from the snap. Quarterback hands this off and just nowhere to go. It's almost like the defense was anticipating the play call, and they put themselves in a position to come up with a nice tackle for a loss.
And this crowd coming to life here, trying to help the defense get a stop with the offense pinned back.
I was so cool too.
Back to throw. It's Reed. Pressure is coming. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete.
We finally see a change-up from this defense. It has been a long game for this defensive coordinator. A lot of touchdown passes. They finally find a way to affect the timing between the quarterback and his receivers by getting pressure.
And on fourth down, the punter sends it away. Ball fielded at the 45. And the returner brought down by the coverage team.
But it's a double move.
And here comes that LSU offense back onto the field. Passing game was clicking
I could try and
beautifully in
talk
the
to him,
last
right?
drive. Right down for a touchdown. Let's see if they can do it again. Catch made in space. Look out. Tackle is finally made, but the gain is all the way to the 24.
Well, how about that? Another LSU wide receiver makes a big-time catch for the Tigers offense. Oh, just a couple names.
Well, it's not my fault that I got invited to
OBJ?
200,000 things
Jefferson
on
and Jamar
Saturday.
Chase, who right now arguably two of the top receivers in the NFL.
And of course I agreed to every
From
single one.
LSU. And watching this young man right here, he's hoping he's next in line.
They bring him
Well, because
down,
I
but a
forgot about
solid
the-
gain
I
there
forgot
on
about the
first down.
concert.
Looks to be just inches short of the mark.
So I said yes to Austin. And this
Here comes a crucial second down play. Every yard tough to find down here in the red zone. Grab behind the line. It's sharp. Tackle is made, but the gain sets the offense up. First and goal from the 9.
I mean, how about this offense and this execution? That's 3 plays, 3 completions in the blink of an eye, and now it's first and goal.
I just go to the company person,
The defense backed up against their own end zone.
literally. And I have to freaking
And he'll set up
go
to
to the
throw.
pumpkin patch tomorrow too.
Bringing pressure. Heavy pressure. He lets it go. And he'll just throw it away to avoid the sack.
Now, I think that's a smart play. Goal to go is tricky when you're
Well,
trying to throw
Dad.
it. If it's not there, throw it away and live for the next down.
No gain makes it second and goal from the 9. Looking to throw again. Launching one to the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers! And they jump on top here in the second half.
Chris, this is a great play by the receiver coming up with this touchdown. But let's go back to the beginning of this play. Give the quarterback a lot of credit. He got the ball out of his hands quickly to get that receiver the football to give him a chance to put the touchdown on the board.
now to try here for the extra point. PAT puts him in front by 7. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. Returner choosing to field this one. And he stopped at the 20. Tried to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. And here comes the Aggies offense back on the field. Suddenly they are behind. They've been shut down in this third quarter here. They got to find that spark again. Nowhere to run on that play. They've got it in the backfield. Loss of a yard.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What is an offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with a first down.
Tackle made at the 37. That's a solid gain.
Boy, the option keeper here for a big game for this Texas A&M quarterback. It reminiscent of a guy like Johnny Manziel who could do so much damage when he played for Texas A&M. But they've had others going back to Bucky Richardson and Reggie McNeil. Great history and tradition at College Station with those athletic quarterbacks.
Looking to pass. It's Reed. Short throw to the sideline, forced out after just a short gain.
Bye, Ballon. Something like that. Something like that.
Here's the second down play.
Right.
And the quarterback dropping back. A quick throw to the flat. It's a screen. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion.
Boy, a wide receiver screen can be hit or miss. Either the receiver finds a nice crease and picks up big yards, or the defense completely negates that. The team speed from the defense here wins that play.
We come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. And he'll drop back here on third down.
No, babe, I'm just asking if I'm just doing it.
The defense stops him just short of the marker. That'll bring up fourth down.
Quarterback had a lot of time to evaluate this defense, and most of his reads downfield appeared to be taken away, so he checks it down to his running back. And how about the way this defense just runs to the football to keep him short of that first down? Great job by the D.
Oh, it landed at the 8-yard line with a lucky bounce into the end zone for a touchback. Here's the first play of the drive now from the 20-yard line. Running out of time in the pocket. Oh, the pass rush gets home.
Well, that's another big sack for this defense. They've come up with so many sacks. It's a great way to get back into this football game. Now, give the quarterback credit. He's played tough through that so far, but one mistake could potentially be a game-changing play.
Short loss on the play sets up second and long from the 18. Off the play fake, looking to pass it. He'll take a deep shot here. Caught way downfield for a huge gain. Tackle is made, but that's good for a first down at the 47.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback
I'm going
makes
to
you
the
pay for it.
concert with this because that's out.
The offense really clicking here.
I wanted to go to a BC State game because my dad has tickets, but.
And now the handoff. Defense stops him, but that's a solid gain. And check out how he's been spreading the football around between his targets, getting everybody involved in this game. We're set now for the fourth quarter. Who is going to make the crucial plays to take home this W? Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a second down play.
I'll think about it.
Dropping back. It's Nussmeier. Receiver makes the catch. You get him down, but not before he gets to the plus 38.
Chris, that's another nice pickup through the air. I thought they might be really just out to run the football here with the lead. But instead, they're electing to throw the football. Different routes, quarterbacks in rhythm. Really, it's almost an extension of their passing game.
First down, looking to throw the ball. The sure hands. It's sharp. Receiver brought down after a short pitch and catch.
And here the tight end shows off his hands for a nice game. Love to see the big man get his touches.
That completion makes it second and medium. From the shotgun, drops back looking for an open man. Quick throw complete to the tight end. And the red out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for a first down.
Just a good job of spreading the wealth, making sure everybody's getting their touches. When you do that, the defense can't lock in on one guy or two guys. Make them have to be aware of everybody, and allows you to continue to spread the ball around and spread the field, making it tougher for this defense.
And the senior quarterback off target there, threw it behind him. After the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 25. He hands it to the back. Try to run it up the middle, but get nothing.
Well, the defensive line does their job eating up those double teams, freeing up the backers to make the play.
Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. Looking to throw. It's Nussmeier. And the completion made. The defense will wrap him up after a 7-yard gain. It'll bring up 4th down.
Boy, what an incredible job here by this defense on 3rd down. Now to set up a pivotal 4th down play. Question is, does the offense go for it and be aggressive, or do they punt it away and trust their defense to get a win?
And it sails right through the middle of the uprights. A solid kick. And they add to their lead.
Snap, the hold, the kick, everything there perfect to put 3 points up here for the offense.
Following the field goal, the kickoff team is out there now. And here's the return from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 20. Tried to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. And here comes the Texas A&M offense back on the field. Last possession, they were forced to kick it away. Can they fight? Oh, they trap him for a sack.
The defender did not bite on the fake at all. They were in pass rush mode the entire time.
I'll let you know before it gets too late. What are you doing? Just going to work?
So this offense faces a 2nd and 15. The O-line needs to regroup. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. A deep shot to the right. And it's hauled in. Catch made way downfield. They finally make the tackle, but the defense gashed by that big gainer.
Man, the defense seems to be all about loading up to stop the run. They're creating some one-on-one opportunities, and the quarterback and receiver make them pay for it with a great play.
Well, good thing you went together, Reba. Before the win.
An explosive play flips the field and suddenly puts this offense into scoring position in enemy territory. That's the wide receiver coming in motion now. Play action here on first down. Makes the grab with plenty of room to run. Fights into the end zone. Touchdown, Aggies.
This guy is a matchup problem. You put an undersized safety who can run with the tight end, and he's going to go over top of him. You put a big, strong linebacker on him, and he's going to outrun him. Just a really tough matchup, as you saw right there.
And they'll set up for the PAT. PAT up and good to get a little bit closer.
That makes the score LSU 55, Texas A&M 52.
Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. He thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback, and they'll start at the 25. And that Bayou Bengals offense is back out on the field. Handoff here from the shotgun. Slams right into a wall. They've got him for a loss.
Well, these are the kind of plays you have to make to be able to win the game in the second half. This back had a great first half and has gotten plenty of touches, so you've got to make sure this half is different than how things have gone so far.
After the first down loss, it's 2nd and long from the 22. To throw, it's Nussmeier. Grab down the middle, it's Durham. They bring him down quickly, a short pitching catch to get a little bit closer to the marker.
As quarterbacks, when you see man-to-man coverage, before the balls even snap, you're looking for a matchup you want to exploit and take advantage of. This time, he waits for the back to find that matchup with the linebacker, makes the throw, and picks up a first down.
Drops back, needing a third down completion here. He's got it in the open. Tackle made at the 41. It's a nice game. They're getting closer to the 50.
Oh, that one really hurts for this defense. They get these guys the third down, a chance to maybe get them off the field, and they give up a first down late in the game. The clock will continue to roll.
LSU getting set with a 1st and 10 now. The back's got it. They bring him down just short of the marker, inches away from a first down.
Boy, is this guy fun to watch or what? Here we are in the fourth quarter, critical down in distances. This guy is just churning out yards the way he has most of this game, showing a lot of physicality and natural running instincts in space.
2nd down, they're going to throw it. Caught over the middle. It's Anderson. He's brought down, but the game moves the ball to the 39.
This guy's been such a big factor in this game. Already a couple touchdowns. Now they need the first down. They dial him up again, and he delivers.
This LSU offense is moving quickly down the field. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Caught behind the line. It's Durham. The defense all over it. They stop him right at the line.
Boy, just a great job here by this defense, sniffing out the screen. They were not fooled at all. He caught that ball. He had nowhere to go. It's a loss of yardage.
Good job bleeding the clock on this drive so far. They'll come up on a 2nd down. Back to throw. It's Nussmeier. The receiver grabs it. They bring down the receiver, but that's a nice gain on that play.
Just a good job here by the quarterback. Got the ball out to his receiver. His guy eats up some yards. They stay ahead of the sticks.
Here we go, 3rd and short on the 7th play of this drive. Caught in the backfield. It's Sharp. Moves the ball to the 28. It'll be first down.
Well, why not, Chris? Here we are in the fourth quarter. It's 3rd down. This guy's been making plays all game long. Go back to him again, and it works out.
See what the call is on 1st and 10. They'll run it out of the shotgun. It's good for a 3-yard gain, so 2nd and 7.
Now, I like the run play here, and offensively at this point in the game, you want to remain in that attack mode first, while also staying in bounds and working that clock.
This drive has already chewed more than 3 minutes off the clock. They'll come up on 2nd down now. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. The junior able to bring him down quickly. As the tight end flexed out into the slot, looking for a matchup there, Bert.
Well, it is a matchup because he has the size where he's very difficult to be able to match up for his safety, and he's got the speed to be able to outrun a linebacker. That's why they like to flex him out like that and be able to pick up nice big gains like this.
Off the play fake, looking to throw the football.
Swarm with a pass rush. He's sacked. I like the call here, but you can't run long, developing play-action passes like that if the offensive line is not going to give the quarterback time to throw.
So on 4th down, out trots the place kicker in a very big spot here. The field goal is good.
I was watching this guy in pregame. He has got a strong leg. I'm surprised here he's able to put 3 points up here for the offense.
So after the field goal, the kicker out there again to boot it away. Return starts from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 20. Tried to make something happen. That's good coverage there. Here comes the Texas A&M offense back on the field. On 1st down, it's play action. Fires it on the move. Pass not complete, but there was a lot of contact there, and here comes a late flag. Defender flag for being a little too aggressive. 15-yard penalty benefiting the offense. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. He's brought down, but not before the gain to the 42-yard line.
I know this defense worked very hard at halftime to come up with answers on how to try to slow down this running back after the big first half, and he's already at it again.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
He cannot escape. It's a sack.
You know, the quarterback looks like he makes the right read, but I got to tell you, I think he underestimated the speed of this defense and how quickly they were able to get to him to prevent him from picking up the 1st down.
And the Aggies bring their punt team onto the field. On to kick now for the 5th time today. Returner brought down by the coverage team. Okay, so here comes the LSU offense back on the field. Remember, it was a field goal in the last possession. Let's see what they can come up with this time. Little eye candy here from the offense. Some pre-snap motion. Off the play fake, looking to throw on 1st down. Pressured and dropped back at the 8-yard line.
Well, another sack. You know, as the offensive coordinator, you're ahead in this game. Maybe you should change the game plan to help your quarterback a bit. This pass rush has gotten home way too many times, and you should focus more on preserving the lead.
From their own 8-yard line now, it's 2nd and long. To throw, it's Nussmeier. Lets it fly to the wide out. Grab down the middle. It's Brown. Breaks into the clear. Out past the 30. Past the 10. Touchdown, LSU. There was no catching him that time.
Yeah, that was almost the entire length of the field. What a play by this offense. A nice throw. But really, it's about the receiver making a catch and showing you what he can do with the ball after.
Good. Good boy. Just drinking your wine.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with a PAT. He knocked through the PAT. So a 13-point lead here in the final quarter. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. Fields it just outside the goal line. And they've got the returner corralled. And the Texas A&M offense heads back out onto the field. Last time was a quick 3-and-out. Can they get a drive going this time? Looking for his back. Caught over the middle. It's Moss. Tackle made at the 23 as they gain some important breathing room.
Chris, here we are in the fourth quarter. These guys are trailing. Hadn't been a great day, but with this quarterback, he's as gifted as anybody in the country. You never count these guys out.
First down here for this offense. Looking downfield, it's Reed. Quick throw to his receiver. That's going to be incomplete. A first down drop here in the middle of the field. So after the incompletion, it's second down. He'll hand it off. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Well, if he would have stayed on his track and stayed more to the inside, I think that play opens up for a nice gain. Instead, he's looking for the big play, bounces it to the outside, and there's just too much speed on that defense.
Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this third down. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. And he's intercepted. Not a great return, but the important thing, the pick wipes out a scoring threat. They'll set the offense up to the 31.
Boy, the offense just could not afford to throw this interception. It's already a two-possession game. By throwing this pick, now you wonder how many more opportunities will you get.
And here comes that LSU offense back onto the field. It's a quarterback keeper. First down, looking for more now.
I mean, this guy's having a dream day. Already over 200 yards through the air. Now showing you what he can do with his feet. This guy's a complete package under center.
LSU is now operating in the red zone. Leaning on the run game here. Jukes to get free. Breaking ankles out there. Tackled down at the 3-yard line after an excellent run.
Good call here by the offense to be able to pick up this first down. And, Chris, it makes you wonder, with under 3 minutes to go in this game and trailing, the defense sitting back in their base, I thought they might be in a little bit more of an aggressive mindset, turning the blitz loose, trying to create some plays to get the football back.
On the ground, trying to muscle it across the line. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, LSU. The momentum really building now. For this one, could get out of hand here in a hurry.
And that's the last thing you want to do in a rivalry game. Not just lose the game, but get embarrassed. Man, you got to fight for 60 minutes.
And they'll set up now for the extra point try. And the extra point makes the lead 20 here in the fourth quarter. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. Makes it to the 16. That's good coverage there. And here comes the Aggies offense back on the field. Desperate times here. They need points, and they have to score quickly. Back to pass. It's Reed. Catch hauled in here over the middle. They bring him down after a short gain there.
I love what the defense is doing here. Sitting back, giving up some plays underneath, tackling these guys inbounds, and just keep that clock rolling.
Second down after that completion. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. And that pass is hauled in over the middle. Tackle made after a solid gain. They'll spot the ball at the 34.
Chris, I don't think I've ever seen anything like this. This guy's close to 500 yards passing in this game alone.
Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. And the quarterback keeps it here. He's wrapped up nicely there by the freshman.
Not exactly the outcome this offense was hoping for here on the option. I'll give them credit. They didn't lose anything, so it wasn't a negative play. But this kind of play's got to be able to hit big and get down the sidelines for big yards.
Second down after that previous play. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. Caught by the receiver. Oh, and he heads out of bounds after a really nice gain there.
Well, this offense has a long way to be able to get back and potentially win this game, but they're doing the right things, managing the clock, picking up good yards, and getting out of bounds.
Texas A&M getting set with a 1st and 10 now. On the shotgun, it's a handoff. He shreds the tackle.
That's a really good run by this offense. And, Chris, here they go. Up-tempo offense looking for a first down.
A gain makes it 2nd and medium. Scanning the field. It's Reed. The pass rush closing in. Breaks free. Goes out to stiff arm. Now here he goes. They finally get him down, but that is a huge play. Quarterback doing it with his legs. The offense will take their first 10 out of the half to talk strategy here. So that huge gain quickly sets up a 1st and goal just inside the 10. Touchdown, Texas A&M. This offense is still clicking. Now the all-important extra point. And it's good.
That makes the score LSU 72, Texas A&M 59.
Believe they're going to line up here and go for the onside kick. On the hands team does their job and secures the recovery. And that Bayou Bengals offense is back out on the field. They'll try the option play here. They'll toss it to the back. The gain is 4, so it's 2nd and 6. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. The gain makes it 2nd and medium. They'll run it here. And he goes nowhere. Stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. So with the lead secure here, it's time to just take a knee, run out the clock, and plan the victory celebration. Special teams on the field now. Here comes a punt.
On to kick it away.
And the punt lands out of bounds. Let's see exactly where they'll spot it here. Here's the first play of the drive. They'll set up from the 13. To throw, it's Reed. Looking for a late deep shot. And that's it. The game will end on one last incompletion. Well, the experts will say, Kirk, this was an upset, but it felt like a really even matchup. Two quality teams battling right down to the end. I enjoyed it.
Yeah, what a game. This is really what you love about college football. Good against good. Find out who ends up having the upper hand at the end of the day. This is a great victory for this ball club. Let's see what they do after this win.
And that is going to do it. We enjoyed being here. For Kirk Street, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.